Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know who I am Chelsea Chameleon and I am back with another video. So as you can tell from the title, this is not going to be the happiest of videos. It's going to be mostly a talking video. I've been contemplating doing this video for such a long time. I meant to do it earlier, but now that it is almost Jonghyun's birthday, it will be Jonghyun's birthday by the time you see this, but now that it is around his birthday, I just wanted to make a video kind of like expressing my feelings. I did the reaction video to one of his music videos. I couldn't do the other, and I did like an initial Vlogmas videos when I first found out, but I never really sat down and just talked about my feelings, talked about the situation, just talked about just everything that I'm feeling, everything that I felt, everything that I'm still feeling. So as you can tell, I'm going to be talking about what Jonghyun meant to me and what he still means to me. Now before we get started, I just want to make a quick disclaimer. I'm not saying that the other SHINee members don't mean as much to me, or I'm not saying that they didn't bring anything special. All of them hold a special place in my heart. All of them have influenced me in many ways, but Jonghyun has influenced me in special ways, in ways that maybe the other members didn't quite influence me. I just want to say that Jonghyun right now, and even though he died, is still not my bias. Minho is, but that doesn't affect like how I felt about him. And I just feel like the whole bias thing just really just makes blurred lines in between like how much you're supposed to love someone, because I literally love all of SHINee as a whole. I would do anything for their happiness, literally anything. I have said this multiple times to like all my friends. I would sacrifice my all for them, and I know that sounds so crazy, but I just really love them because they've brought so much happiness to me. I just want them to have the same happiness, if that makes sense. So I have a list because I didn't want to talk about certain things. I don't know how to transition, so let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing, if you guys didn't know, Jonghyun was my first bias. My first SHINee music video was Colorful, and when I saw Jonghyun on the screen, his little yellow sweater and blonde hair, I was like, oh my goodness, he's so cute, look at him. And I immediately like found his name, I think after the video, realized his name is Jonghyun, and I still thought they were Japanese at the time. Fun fact, I thought they were Japanese. Yeah, like I figured out his name, I figured out the other people's names, but I like kind of would still get Onu and Taemin confused. Minho, Key, and Jonghyun, they definitely stood out, and I started watching other SHINee videos. Like I binge watched SHINee videos, and he was my bias up until Hello. In the Hello music video, Minho became my bias. However, Jonghyun was and still is my second bias. He is my bias wrecker, as they like to say in the K-pop world. So that's the first thing that like Jonghyun meant to me. He was my first bias. He kind of like broke my bias virginity, I guess, in K-pop. I don't really know if that makes any sense, but yeah, he was my first bias. Jonghyun is also the first male Korean solo artist that I've listened to. The female one was Hyuna. I immediately got into his stuff after I started getting into SHINee. I got into SHINee in 2013, and in 2014 they didn't really do anything. However, in 2015 Jonghyun came out with his first mini album, his solo debut, and because I was and still am an SM girl, I was already on top of the music videos. I was like, oh my goodness, I remember SHINee like came out with a song and an album, like oh my god. So I was really into his music, and I just loved it because I love R&B and hip-hop and like all the genres that he had in the album. And so this leads me to my next point. Jonghyun introduced me to Korean hip-hop and R&B, and this is probably the biggest and the most influential, monumental thing that Jonghyun has done for me, because without him I would not have ever heard of Dean, Zico, Crush, Dynamic Duo, all of my favorite Korean hip-hop and R&B artists, J Park, all of them. I would not have even known who they were if it weren't for him, and I'm going to explain. So I first listened to his crazy music video, and of course that had iron in it, but I still wasn't really curious into like Korean hip-hop and R&B until I heard Deja Vu. And when I heard Deja Vu, I was like, okay, who is this artist? His name is Zion T, and I love his voice, and I want to look up more music by him. And so I first listened to Zion T, fell in love with his music, and then Dynamic Duo, and then Crush, and then Dean, and then Zico, and then just all of them. I am still going down the slippery slope of Korean hip-hop and R&B. He's the reason why I got into Korean hip-hop and R&B, and I'm really grateful because I would have never went to go see Dean, or I would have never met Dean because of Jonghyun, if that makes sense. I don't know, I never would have just discovered this amazing genre of music if it wasn't for him. Along with Korean hip-hop and R&B, he also introduced me to Korean jazz, acoustic, busker, and ballad music. Artists like Yoonha, IU, Hongdae Kwang, also Akdong musician. Because I got into IU, I also got into Akdong musician, and that's when I also kind of transferred over to the YG part of K-pop. That's also how I listened to more Big Bang and listened to more 21 music and got into other entertainment companies other than SM and Cube. So it's just crazy like how one person can literally just change your whole life basically. Another way that Jonghyun influenced me was Korean fashion or fashion style, my personal fashion style. I'm very much into like Korean fashion and like Asian / Korean street style fashion. And he is the reason why I'm into that. When I see Shiny at the airport, all of the members had their own style, but Jonghyun stood out the most. He would wear mostly all black, baggy sweaters, chunky shoes, boots. He always used to wear like platform or just high-rise shoes, either skinny jeans or baggy jeans, and he would always wear a cap with a little ring on it. And so when I saw him with that ring hat, that got me into like ring fashion. I don't know the word for it, but that is what inspired me to make my DIY K-pop ring hat video, and that's like the most popular video on my channel right now. It's just crazy, like his fashion sense was just very cool, and I wanted to emulate that. I don't know, it just kind of helped me start my channel even. Another thing, and it just goes right along with like Korean culture, he got me into learning Hangul. I never would have tried to even learn Korean if it wasn't for him. He had a lot of English in his songs, but he also had a lot of Korean, and I wanted to learn those songs. I wanted to learn his songs in Red Velvet, and I was tired of reading the romanization, so I decided to learn Hangul like 2 years ago at my dad's place. His name was the first name that I learned how to write in Korean. I can still remember I used to always write Kim Jonghyun like on everything because I was trying to practice. So yes, it's just crazy, like he helped me, or he inspired me to learn Hangul, and has kind of inspired me to continue to learn Korean in the future. Like, that's crazy. And the last major thing is he kind of got me into Korean dance and dance practices and certain choreography for music videos. His Hallelujah dance practice is the first dance practice that I've ever watched on YouTube, and the first like dance that I've ever learned. I don't know the whole dance, but I know the point dance where he's like hallelujah. So yes, his dance was the first dance that I've learned, and he also got me into learning other groups' choreography for their songs in music videos, which is just insane. That's all for my list, but he's inspired me and influenced me in so many other ways, basically to be more artistic, to be more sensitive, to just kind of like take in all your expressions and emotions, and just to feel everything. I don't know, to be like very one with like yourself. Like, I know that he went through mental health struggles, and I do too. Like, everyone does, or almost everyone has issues or struggles that they're dealing with, and he kind of inspired people even through his pain to just take that head on and try to be as strong as possible. And yeah, he lost the battle, but like so did other people, and that doesn't make him weak for losing the battle, because I pretty much could have done the same thing, because other people have lost the battle too. And the fact that he completed his album and just did so many things for the Shiny world and just for his members and his family, just, I don't know, it just blows my mind. He's so inspirational. He makes me want to help my mom when I get successful like he did. And I didn't really have time to think after his death. I really was just in mourning, and I'm still wondering, like, why did it have to be him? There are so many other people who deserve to die, and like, I know that sounds really mean, and maybe you're humanistic and you think that no one deserves to die, but I honestly think that some people in this world do deserve to die, and he was not one of them. He did not deserve his struggle, his pain. He brought so much happiness to so many people, and he didn't deserve this. I would give the world to have him back. I don't think I'm nowhere near accepting his death. I'm not breaking down every second, but I still get like anxiety or something. I don't know the word, but like I still just feel the pain in my heart. I'm not accepting it yet. I'm probably never going to accept it because he was not meant to leave at his age. He was not meant to leave at his time. I really wish that we could turn back time. I would give the world to turn back time and bring him back, but I can't, and no one can, unfortunately. And I know some people out there are probably like, he's just a celebrity. You know, he shouldn't mean that much to you. Or like, he's an idol. Why are you putting him on that pedestal? He was just a human being. And exactly, like, who would have thought a human being would bring like that much joy to your life? I can honestly say that him and Shiny have brought me more joy than anyone that I know personally in life. Not even my best friend. I love you, Jordan, but my mom, my best friend, no one has brought me as much joy as Shiny has. And I know that may sound really crazy and delusional. If you live my life, I guess you know. But if you don't, then you just won't understand. That's okay. I don't really know where I'm going with this video. I think I'm rambling now, but I just wanted to, I guess, get that off my chest and just talk about it, because I haven't really talked about it to anyone. And like, there's nothing really to talk about because no one in person gets it, but I know that people online and that fellow Shawwalls will get it, so I'm sharing this for you all, for all the Shiny world. I really don't know a Shawwall in real life, so it feels nice to know that I do have a community of Shawwalls that will love and support me, and I've supported other Shawwalls that have been in pain. Please, whether you're a Shawwall or just a K-pop fan or just anybody's fan, if you see another fan in pain, or just hurting or just dealing with something, try to help them, because we are all united by our love for an idol or a celebrity or a fandom or a hobby or whatever it is. Please just support them, because you never know who needs that support. It hurts me not only to know that Jonghyun was hurting, but it hurts me to know that like other Shawwalls like are still in pain, like still in that much pain, because I know I was in December. I know I was in a really bad place in December, really bad, and I'm still in a bad place, but it's not like it was. And no matter how hard it is, I have to stay strong for Ki, Minho, Onu, and Taemin. Like, I have to stay strong for them, and like, they probably don't know I exist. I want to continue to see them being happy, and I know that even though he lost the battle, he would not want anyone to stop living, or he wouldn't want anyone to be in pain or to just put all the burden of his death onto them. So I just have to think about that. It's still hard to like watch videos with him in it. I can look at pictures and stuff, but it's still hard. I'm slowly listening to Shiny songs now, but it still hurts, and I may play it off in person, but it hurts a lot, and I miss his voice. His voice is beautiful, and we're never gonna get that beautiful voice again. But yes, if you're a Shawwall or a Blinger or a Jonghyun fan, then what did he mean to you? Please leave some comments down below. He may have meant something different. He may have been like a beacon or a symbol for something else in your life or in someone else's life. Like, what did he mean to you? Like, maybe your favorite memory of him, or your favorite performance or song, just anything about Shiny or Jonghyun. Just leave a comment down below. Just share like love, and let's just build a community and just I don't know, just support and love each other. If you need help, then my Instagram DMs are always open. I've had people in the past DM me. It's Chelsea Chameleon, so I will always reply to you on there. If you send me a message through YouTube, I may see it because sometimes I check my Gmail, sometimes I don't. But Instagram is the way to go if you want to message me and you're a Shawwall. My battery is dying, so I have to go. Be sure to subscribe if you want to subscribe. Like this video if you want to. And I'll see you next time. Stay colorful. Bye-bye.